You know, I didn't want to have to record this video. I really didn't, but it needs to be addressed. It's been another week and another Logan Paul fuck up. This time, he's been removed from ad revenue of all kinds by Papa YouTube here. That's because of his most recent video where he was torturing dead animals, essentially. I know torturing dead animals might be a little bit of a stretch, but when your assistant is crying and crying out like stop, stop, stop after 3 or 4 fucking strokes from the taser on a dead rat, maybe you should check yourself into a little bit of a mental institution. I don't mean to start a YouTube war here, I really don't, but that is the definition of psychotic behavior. I've been arguing back and forth with a couple of people from Planet Unity about, how would we settle if we had a Logan Paul? One, that person would get some mental help. His entourage that he has seems to only enable him. He grew up not knowing anything but having a yes man cater to his every whim. His entire family is a bit off the rocker at this point. I mean, when he went away on his little hiatus, we saw his father post on his, I believe it was Instagram, the haters won't keep the Paul family down. You don't have haters at this point. You have people that are genuinely disgusted by your behavior. It's not a hater. It's, at this point, you need to seek some help. For Christ's sake, it goes from all the way back. He faked his own death in front of his fans. This kid needs help. I actually feel a little bit sorry for him, but at the same time, you can't really show that you feel sorry for them when you act this literally insane in multiple videos. He had plenty of time to edit the original video that caused all the controversy from the time he stopped filming inside the Suicide Forest to the editing process. I don't know if he edits his own videos like we do here. He probably has a team. I mean, he was making $40,000 a year in ad revenue until Papa YouTube took that away. But you went from that to the editing process. You put the body in the thumbnail. Now you're tasering dead animals, giving CPR to a fish, and causing even your assistants to think you're a little bit kooky. Fame tends to corrupt the youth, especially when they attain it way too quickly and way too young. And it seems that the Paul family has done that. Jake Paul's no better. Might be a little bit more up there than with Logan at this point. I can't judge because he hasn't been too talked about lately. But Logan is demonstrating severe psychological behavior that is attributed to what eventually turns into a mass murderer. The torturing of animals is a telltale sign of the serial killer mentality. So his best bet will be to seek some sort of mental help. He obviously needs some sort of medication or something at this point. On to the next topic. And that would be Des2ny 2. Something we've visited quite often here. Des2ny 2's Trials of the Nine hit a new low on its player count. This one, and I'm not making these numbers up, I actually pulled these from an article, were 46,165 on the PS4, 24,161 on the Xbox One, and only 7,488 on the PC. A lot of people have realized that Bungie is the kings and queens of hyping shit up. Bungie has hyped us up since Halo. The difference between Halo and Destiny is Halo lived up to its hype. Destiny has fell short at every turn, unfortunately, which is very, very sad, because it was a world I loved in the original game. Or, if you want to be technical, many worlds I loved in the original game. Destiny 2 just felt like a shallow copy and paste, almost, of Year 3 Destiny 1 with less features. So you take the Year 3 core of Destiny 1 and you throw it into a version of Year 1 of Destiny 1, and that was our Destiny 2, unfortunately. Now, they've been adding stuff to improve the game and essentially fucking up more shit, and then adding more shit, and then fucking more shit up, and then rolling that back and fixing what they fucked up. But you can only be taken advantage of so many times before you hop to the next fling. That fling for a lot of players seems to be Monster Hunter World, a game where co-op in a massive environment is done quite well. And that game has surpassed every expectation for a lot of former Destiny players, to the point where even big gaming news sites are, goodbye Destiny, hello Monster Hunter World. The game I'd actually like to get into at some point here, and maybe stream a bit, but it's been a few videos here have been uploaded by JD Punk. If you want to check it out, it's really intriguing. It's been a while since I hopped into a Monster Hunter game of any kind, so it'd be nice to play around with it. But if your player base is hopping ship that quickly, dropping from hundreds of thousands of players to less than 100,000 players per platform, you gotta start fixing shit, and fixing shit quick. So this is going to be my question to you, audience. If you're coming here because of the Destiny tag in the video description, what would you do to fix Destiny 2? Because even I, as a Destiny fan, am at a loss here. It almost seems like Bungie should just close the casket on Destiny 2 and just begin working on Destiny 3, if they even have the funding to do such a thing at this point, because of the colossal failure that Destiny 2 has become. And start asking for player feedback at a massive scale of what they would want to see in the next game. Because I don't think we're even going to make it to a year 2, so to speak, of Destiny 2 at this rate. Hell, I've seen more players inside of Destiny 1 than I do in Destiny 2 at this point. And that's fucking sad. And if I'm going to be quite frank with the Destiny player base at this point, how much have you spent on Eververse? Since they like to lock all the good shit behind Eververse still, even though they said they weren't going to do that anymore. Activision got a bit greedy with this game, and it's bit them in the ass quite hard. Because I don't really believe it was Bungie's decision to make a microtransaction. Because it was Activision that made that patent for the new multiplayer system. So on to topic 3. We are going to be doing 2 big overhauls on a few things. One, we had announced the Dragonball Fighterz tournament. It'll be on PS4. Now, we don't know if this will be launching mid-February like we'd originally planned, or early March, because we're still waiting for people to sign up. To sign up for this tournament, you can join the Facebook group that is linked in our channel art, and I or one of the other admins, I should say, will be posting up a link to like a virtual bracket, or maybe even just a sign up sheet. Like, hey, you want to join? Drop your gamer tag. We'll draft up a virtual bracket, pair those players off. Now, the rules to this tournament are as follows as of right now. 1, it must be streamed. That would be via Twitch or via YouTube Gaming or whatever service you choose to utilize. I don't really care if you even use Mixer. Just tag one of us in the stream post. You can add myself or any other admin as a friend, and on Facebook, tag us. We'll jump in your stream, watch it, review it, and then the winner will move on in the bracket. Number 2, this tournament will be for a gift card of your choice. If you'd rather get it for like Steam, or you'd rather get it for, you know, freaking Xbox Live, I might even throw in some digital games for a few of the under first place members of this tournament. I have a couple Gears of War codes still. I have some other goodies that are available to utilize for prizes. I have a PC copy of Telltale Batman Season 1, a few other prizes I don't want to reveal, because if I reveal too much, it might be above the 32 player limit. But yeah, we're going to limit this to 32 fighters. Obviously, Dragonball Fighterz is a 3-man team fighting from Arc System Works. The game just came out a couple weeks ago, so if you don't have it and you want to hop in, go ahead, grab it, warm up, and there will be a tournament announcement video. They'll detail all the rules. Once we hit 32 players, or 24 if we don't get 32, whatever we can make an even bracket with, that will close off enrollment. If we don't have 24 by the time, you know, mid-March rolls around, a few of the admins will jump in and participate, myself included. Even though I'm fucking garbage at the game compared to some of the other admins, I'll hop in if need be. Secondly, we've been teasing quite a few projects like Noble's Drunk Builds, Red's Analysis Project, you know, Thurman's Rant videos, Saturday Morning Reviews, all these other things. I am done with the series for Saturday Morning Reviews. Thurman's almost done, and we're going to start scripting and filming that as soon as possible. He's working on getting his Wi-Fi back. He's fixed his audio for the most part. If you watch the Black Clover review, he had like 10 seconds of garble and a few other seconds of garble throughout, but other than that, his audio is clear. I don't know if that's data packet loss or what in Discord. We're still tinkering around with a few settings for that. Red's about done with his analysis project. Noble is almost done editing that video of his. Hopefully by the middle of March we'll have that up. We're hoping. He's still in the process of moving. I'm still collaborating with Dragon in the Des2ny project. It's just taking a while because of classes, so bear with me on that. That'll be on his channel, and once the video is released, it'll be linked in one of our recent videos, or in a check out our collaborators playlist. I might modify JD Punk's to collaborators playlist. I don't know at this point, depending on if he's okay with that, number 1, since he's been here since the beginning, or 2, if we have more collaborators come on, we might just make a, you know, designated playlist like, hey, this is all the stuff from them. If you like their stuff, go check out the channel, kind of shit. We'll deal with that when that time gets here. Now, the second series that will be in the Saturday Morning Reviews will be Total Drama Island, and Series 3 will be myself and Noble reviewing the original 1992, I believe, Batman animated series. So that will be hype as fuck, because there's nothing that is greater than that series, in my opinion, from old school cartoons. That was the pinnacle of, you know, the Batman animated series, the frickin' Mark Hamill at his prime. So it's just going to be glorious revisiting that series I grew up with. So yeah, that would be fucking amazing. And lastly, and I hate to be this person, but it's almost Valentine's Day, so yeah, it's Crimson Days and Destiny. It's fucking events for Pokemon Go even, and it's quite lonely for those that are without relationships. So if you want to hop on any game with any of us single fuckers from Planet Unity, feel free to add us on gaming platforms. If you want to add myself, comment below. If you want to add Chris, you can comment below. Hey, I'd like to add Chris. I'll tag him in Facebook like, hey, check the fucking chat, you piece of shit. And I'll, like, oh, cool, yeah, great, I'll play with you. And then you got the lucky few, like Red. He'll probably be doing something special for his significant other. I know you watch these videos, Red. This is my little bit of shade. But yeah. I know Dragon will probably be doing the Crimson Days event or doing trials, so if you want to add him, comment in this video as well. You might even be able to appear on one of his streams, so there's always that. But yeah, I'll be on Siege this weekend, and I'll also be on probably fucking Fortnite or PUBG, just whatever you want to play. Just add me. I'll fucking, I might even just put my info in the description here. Feel free to add me. I'll freaking respond via this. Because I'm a piece of shit and I have all the social apps for all the services on my phone. Like any, hardcore gamer. But yeah. I think that about covers it for this week. If you have any suggestions, as always, feel free to drop them in the comments. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. And until next week, peace.